the industry can be tough at times. I know so some of these artists, big up every artist, but some of them difficult for work with.
Yeah.
What up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Next Frideh. Now this week, we're joined by Apryl McIntosh, CEO of Niche Entertainment. Apryl, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Apryl is actually hosting us today. You know, we go wherever we are invited and where we are welcome. So Apryl, tell us a little bit about yourself, you know. Who is Apryl?
Apryl is known as a niche boss, but behind the name, the niche boss, I am really just a very passionate individual about what I do or what I offer as services in the business. I started out very, very early, like most people, being influenced by music at a very young age. A lot of people don't know that I used to sing. I played the cello, I played piano, I did a little drumming, and I actually got vocal training from Georgia Schleifer and Noel Dexter, both of which have recently passed.
All right.
Outside of that, going to school, prep school, high school, my activities on the evenings when I come home is straight music. My mom or my dad did not have any musical background experience. They just love to sing and enjoy themselves. Same for my grandmother. And they just saw where I had a knack for some music. Form of talent in music. So they tried to nourish it.
Right.
Following that, I started doing dance classes at Edna Manley. I then transitioned into meeting the late Ibu Cooper, who realized that I had talent and encouraged me to pursue it. I tried it with him for a little while, but the honest truth is that I never had a desire to become an artist. I enjoyed music from a standpoint that it was just very therapeutic for me.
Okay.
I found that, whenever I was going through something really hard or challenging, music was my go-to naturally. So that's where my passion for music started. Over the years, after going into the degree program, arts management at Edna Manley, I also went into a law program at Institute of Law and Economics. I was doing both at the same time, actually, and it was there that I really found what I wanted to do. I realized that I really had a knack for it, not just a talent side, but I had an interest and a desire to be a part of the business and development of it. So that's where my passion started.
Well, that is a whole heap of passion and interest and things that Apryl has tried. And I mean, not many people who actually offer similar services to what you offer actually know to do half of those things. You play a musical instrument, go voice training, know the ins and the outs, what is good, what is bad, what is needed, what is necessary.
Yeah, I find that it's not necessarily necessary for you to have the experience, but it makes a difference. Yeah. When you're offering a service that you have the experience of both sides, when you're helping to help curate someone's career or give them any form of direction. We know in our business or in our line of business that they like to say is a two-sided brain, left side, right side, creative and then you have business.
Right.
The good thing about the experience that I had over the years was that it gave me an opportunity to be a merger, to bridge the gap between the two.
Right.
So I guess I found my niche.
There you have it. She found her niche. So, tell us, about some of the services that Niche Entertainment offers, and how long have you guys been around?
All right, so Niche officially started, registered, in 2013.
Okay.
So we actually are at our 10-year mark.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So big celebration are going
yeah,
on.
man. Yes. In terms of the services that we offer, when we started initially, we only focused on marketing, PR, artist management.
Okay.
We did some events, but mainly in-house events. Over the years, we've started to take on projects for other people, whether it be from a production standpoint, music standpoint. Yeah, man. The industry has been very kind to us. It has also been rough with us. We've learned many lessons.
So lucky.
I think what makes us stand out and what I hold very dear to my heart is that it's not just a business for me.
Right.
It's my passion. So I treat it with love and kindness and generosity, and I do my best.
All the effort
yeah,
and
man.
energy.
You put in, it's literally like having a child. Like you give it all of the positive that you can give with the rough experiences. You nurture it, you grow it, you mold it, and you just have to keep working at it. So for me, that's what the experience has been like. That's why we do what we do. But on top of that, the services that we now offer, even through the transition, speak to artist development, artist management. We focus on branding and development of creatives, not just artists. I want to also make that very clear.
Not limiting the thing.
No, not at all. We can't. Entertainment is sporadic and it's very vast. In order to actually hone it and do what we have set out to do, we have to have an open mind to it.
Yeah.
So I don't hold any limitations for anyone that we may or may not work with. I'm very open-minded. I speak freely. I don't beat around any bush when it comes down to being honest with people and what they consider to be their drive. Yeah, it's their career, So at the end of the day, if I'm not honest with them, what justice am I really doing?
And it may not work out. It no make sense sugarcoat the thing and then you go flap around the corner.
But outside of those two services, we do event management, production, film and photography. We do marketing, PR, and as I said, I think I mentioned before, we do brand development. Right. So that's the scope of what we do, in-house and external for our clients. We're now tapping into the corporate market. We have now introduced our new brand, Inner Ear, which is silent headphones. So that's a new component of Niche. And we will also be focusing on soon to be having our own online platform.
All right.
So we'll have what we call the Niche View, where we get to get into the nitty-gritty.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it. It's unique, and it will be a more personable experience where people actually get to not just hear what people want to see on a TV screen, but we're going to talk about all the sides of entertainment, some of the challenges that we're having, but with the intention to find a solution to it.
That's true, because a lot of times we focus on the problems and nobody wants to offer or put forth a suggestion for a solution to the problem.
That is true.
That is good. So who are some of the clients that you have worked with?
Over the years, I have a challenge that we've experienced is some services are easy for us to say we work with artists on.
Okay.
Artist development is one of those services that a lot of artists shy away from publicly putting out there, and that's okay. So there are some names, unfortunately, I can't call.
Okay.
However, we do have a crop of artists now who have gone through the artist development stage and understand that it's important to highlight their growth.
Right.
As a way to connect with our audiences. Yeah. So now at the helm of it, we have Manine, 5-Star Celestial, Nick Aika as our 3 artist development projects.
Right.
And then we have Bella Blair, who we just recently signed 2 months ago under the management label, and of course we have the Kingman himself, Rasai.
Yeah.
So that is our crop of artists. We work with a plethora of other artists in different capacities. Some just PR, some just, giving a little guidance and that kind of stuff here and there. But we are very devoted to helping people to see what's going on, to see what they don't have access to and what they don't know, and sharing that knowledge. So we're opening our doors now a little bit more to invite people who actually have a vested interest in building their career and learning at the same time.
Definitely. I know that because some years ago, I heard a lot of publicists, and even some promoters saying that, the artists them need some more guidance and development. Even something as simple as, well, we say as simple as, but it's not as simple as doing an interview. Just the whole preparation process, what is expected and all of that. And some artists, as big as they might be, they can't do a proper interview.
It's true.
It's
likewise they can't do an actual performance.
Or an actual performance.
Artist development covers those things. I'll give you an example. I recently had met someone who's interested in doing artist development, and the first thing they asked me is, what does it cover?
Right.
And I said, think about being in a rehearsal room or in a studio, but we are testing the waters. We're learning. Right. It's not an official session. It's going to feel like it, but it's not where you're going to come up with a full product, right? We're in a phase where we want it to run what you're doing, look back at it, and recognize what the flaws are, even the ones that you can't see.
Definitely.
So artist development goes into that personal, and that's why it's a very overwhelming job to have, especially with artists who have so many personalities and desires and goals. But at the same time, it's very rewarding when an artist understands and appreciates what we do. And
you see the growth
and the development. Yes. It really makes a difference. I find that our older artists did not have an opportunity to have that impact, or to have individuals who knew what to do to bring that out in them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we can't look at it now and make a change.
Definitely. Because I know that, some of the artists, as you rightfully said, they shy away from it. And some might do it under the quiet, but don't want to say it publicly. I mean, nothing is wrong with that.
And it's funny because locally, to shy away from artist development, I find strange, because when you go overseas and you go to a label, it's the same thing that an A&R does.
You have to go through the process, man.
It's the same thing that an A&R does. It is... Artist development is maybe a little bit more detailed because we spend more time in development than we do everything at the same time. Right. But it's the same thing. Yeah. We just need to focus on it, because we have a talented pool of artists at Jamaica.
You talk about
talent upon every corner, every street. I mean, it's overwhelmingly just a beautiful experience to see it, just driving past it sometimes on the street, right? But we don't know how to nurture it, and the only way for some of the artists to actually achieve some of their goals is to spend the time.
Yeah. The industry can be tough at times. I know some of these artists, big up every artist, but some of them difficult for work with.
Yeah. It's not because they try to be. It's not because they try to be.
No, it's probably just them.
Being an artist, and we'll have to also look at our history.
Yeah.
A lot of the artists that people today say are difficult, yes, they're difficult. However, they came up looking ahead, not having a connection through social media or through just seeing an artist in a dance, to have a conversation with them to understand what that artist has to go through. Now, anything you do in life that involves growth, there is change.
Right.
So there's change on the personal side and there's change on the artist side, and that is something that the general public doesn't understand. Being an artist is hard.
Yeah.
You have two personalities, and you have to maintain one throughout both. I'm serious. It's like if you were to go to the supermarket now and you saw, let's say, Taurus Riley in the supermarket, would you expect to see Taurus Riley in a marina and a shorts?
No.
Okay. Because Taurus Riley has a brand, and Taurus Riley has an image and an expectation that he has to maintain.
A superstar not just a marina.
Exactly. Even if he were to be in a wholesale, you would expect him to look a particular way.
Yeah.
right? So it's not an easy job on the side of an artist either.
And they are human beings as well, people. Them are normal people too.
They are just like you and I.
Yeah.
They really are. They have families. They have Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, birthday party for them.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. The only difference is that they have chosen a career path that is in the limelight or in the spotlight. Right. And so we as our people, our Jamaican people, we have a perception, yes, but also we expect that they're going to operate a certain way. You can't put expectations on an artist. They're creative beings.
Yeah.
They have to flow, they have to be free, they have to be able to express themselves the way they see fit.
Yes, definitely.
And it just means that if you notice an artist being, for want of better words, out of control or disruptive, it means that they just need a team around them to manage that.
Yeah, man.
To manage it, to curate it, to present it properly so that it doesn't get out of control.
And that's facts. I mean, if you don't have a good team around you, that's going to be an uphill task. Some artists get lucky, but generally, you need that team around you. That
nowadays you have artists getting more lucky than that.
Well, true, true, but the team is necessary. The team is necessary. Everybody plays a vital role.
Everyone plays a role. Yeah.
Man. As it relates to the whole celebration, and I know that there's an event that you guys also planned.
Right.
Tell us a little about how that came into being.
It's a low and a high story, so bear with me. So last year I lost, before I knew it, I was in the process of losing my mom. Okay. When I recognized that we actually hit the 10-year mark. It should have been something that as a CEO, obviously, it's coming, but we've been swamped with redevelopment of the business and just reorganizing ourselves, and I kind of overlooked it. I'm human too. However, the transition of losing my mom made me realize that I need to, not just for the business, but as a person, I need to give thanks and gratitude to the journey, to the experiences, the lessons, and I need to pay homage to that because it is not easy as a female in the business earning your respect or your place.
Definitely.
And whilst I don't sing on negativity as an individual, I always try to look for the brighter side, and I always try to look at things from different perspectives. So in that moment, going through all of those transitions late last year, I said to myself, no, I've worked. Yeah. I have networked, maybe not as hard as I should have, but I have worked. I have worked alongside some big artists in different capacities. I've worked and nurtured people to get to goals that they would have had in the early stages of their career. Right. What I do is important. And it took me a while to get used to that thought because naturally I'm an introvert, so because of my job, obviously, I like to work behind the scenes. Cameras are just not me. I don't like it. I'll admit it. It's not my favorite thing to do.
You got lucky today, guys.
You did. You really did. But it was in the process of all of that I recognized that I need to, as the CEO of my entity, like the artist of his own career, like the producer of his own studio, I need to own it and I need to put it out there. Yeah. And so I decided that I was going to celebrate my 10-year anniversary. I will be very honest with you. It was a scary thought because, again, I don't like limelight. At the same time, I considered, are people actually going to come and support? Especially because I don't want anybody to know that they do, Yeah,
well, yeah.
But I did it, and I
That's their thing.
Yeah, I had to. And I'm actually very proud of the fact that I went through with it because I think, one, it's a message that needs to be spread throughout the industry.
Right.
Some will bite, some won't bite, some will knock it, some, it is what it is, and that's okay. I'm prepared for all of that. My back is very broad.
All right.
But the celebration is important. 10 years in the business, doing what we do, it's hard. Very hard.
I can imagine.
And believe it or not, guys, artist development don't make that much money. It doesn't. In order for it to be effective, it has to be about passion more than money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you, and that is the truth. I do it because I genuinely want to help our artists, and I want us all to get to the international platform, like a Shaggy, like
And
a Berries, like a Sean Paul. You know, like I want artists to see that it is not just the glimmer and the shiny lights of Sean Paul and Shaggy. They worked.
Yeah, for work.
They
to get to where you
worked.
want to be, man.
And their teams worked.
Definitely.
Connections, relationships, maintaining them.
Image and everything.
Image, branding,
Brand, yeah.
being the artist themselves, being the creative, and constantly creating hits upon hits. It's hard work. So, again, knowing all of that, being in it nitty gritty for the past 10 years, a little over 10 years still, but officially 10, I said, yes, let's go, let's do it. Apryl, you're gonna have to literally put those little EBGB feelings that you have towards camera behind you for a little bit and get it done. And also, I will admit, my team, I would be nothing without them. Them work hard, and them have to deal with my miserable self sometimes. But at the same time, you know, I really want to big up my team.
I won't even say what happening off camera, people, but big up the team, big up Apryl team.
Yes.
And you see, even the team need a team, you know. She provides support and a team for you guys and development and all of that.
Yeah.
The team need a team too.
We do.
Yeah, man. So, you know, looking ahead, Apryl, you know, what's next? Give me some of the projections, you know, where you want to take niche entertainment, the next level.
Normally, I tell an artist, alright, you have to be careful how you answer this question, right? Because you don't want to give too much.
School is in session.
But
give us something, but not everything.
Not everything. Workshops are in order and are in the plans. Our online platform, as I mentioned, the Niche View, showing the other side of the entertainment business and having the unwanted conversations is coming. And we'll be working harder for sure. Again, another side of niche that wasn't there before. We're opening up our doors more to the public. We're encouraging you to come and learn about what artist development and artist management, how to position yourself for a manager to come to you, you know, and say, I want to manage you, I'm willing to invest in you, and what to look out for is key and it's important and it's to your benefit. But with a bare niceness, we're planning to do our original signature event, which I won't tell you what it named yet. When we come back for another interview, I'll let you know.
Or
just drop a hint.
Or you see, already I'm invited back.
Of course.
Guys, don't get jealous. But at the same point in time though, Apryl, just tell them where they can find on the socials, because I know that people are going to be looking and following the socials to know what this big event is and when the planning start to unfold. So
alright, so it's Niche ENT Group on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course we have our website, which is www.nicheentertainmentgroup.com.
Alright, so now lock that and follow it, because whole heap of big things will happen, and Apryl and her team at Niche Entertainment will be doing and continue to do great things. But Apryl, you know, I don't want to run yet, and you don't tell me like I want part of the other side of Apryl. You know, we're doing the downtime. I mean, it can't be all about work, Apryl, man. No, but
downtime.
What you do to relax, man? You have to rejuvenate, and after all them hard work, you know.
True, very true. I'm a water baby.
Water baby, all right.
So river or sea.
See that, and that's perfect.
I normally have my little friend them with my big friend them. Let me not say little, cause big people. Man. But I have my team as well, outside of my team, niche team, who we regularly, we par, we hold our reasoning and we discuss and we just relax and enjoy ourselves a little bit. Outside of that, my joy is my children,
Okay.
I'm a mommy, and I'm a hard-working mommy.
Clearly.
Two beautiful young women who are seemingly growing into music. So I have to make sure I double up.
You have to set the thing
Yeah,
so then enter into
arts
an
and
industry
music.
that, you know?
Yeah, so that's really me. I'm a homebody, unless it's work related, which can be fun, but not so fun sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm mainly at anything entertainment related. Outside of that, my damn yard.
No problem with that.
Cook and relax my body, and that's it.
No problem with that. Apryl, it was our pleasure spending some time with you here today, and of course people, but check out Niche Entertainment. Yeah man, Apryl and the team doing great stuff. Well needed stuff in the industry as well. And artists, don't shy, in the link Apryl.
Yeah man, I'm free. Well, you can ask anyone that has actually worked with me before. Free and easy, no judgment, no nothing. You come with the experiences. It's personal, it's private, which is also something you should know. I follow contracts. Non-disclosures, I don't take them lightly. So you're safe.
Yeah man, privacy, artists them respect them too. See, they shouldn't call no name today, no people. So you're safe. Alright, so peeps, there you have it. Another interesting episode of Next Friday. Now be sure to go and subscribe, share, like, click the notification bell because you don't want to miss a beat. And remember, next Friday, every Friday. We out.